What is up? We are live. I'm excited. I'm excited. Listen, I want everybody to go get whatever drink that you need to get so you can listen to this interview because it's going to be a good one. I've got the beautiful Harriet Burnette sitting right next to me. She is a model. She is a singer. She is an actor. She has done it all. She's even in an animated book called Look Up. And we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about her singing and everything. So I want you guys to be prepared. I am drinking, I don't know what you're drinking, but I am drinking sparkled water because the sister's trying to lose weight. And I heard that there's.
Same thing, baby girl, water.
So you feel me. You feel me.
Yeah. Yep, and I just wasted that. So hello.
Up. It's water.
It's
So
cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's all right.
it's good. You've been in
It's all
magazines.
good.
I'm very
All the
excited.
time.
I'm very excited to everybody about this interview because I've been telling folks, like all my interviews, I'm on there telling everybody, look, I'm about to interview. But this interview that I'm about to do right now, I am very honored because me and Miss Burnett has been talking via Facebook for like the longest time and
Yeah.
just complimenting each other on everything that we're doing. And when it was funny that you're in a book called Look Up.
Keep talking. I can hear you. Keep going. Right.
That's okay, honey. She's gonna step away first, and that's cool. Um,
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
she's back.
It's gonna be a mess. I just gotta get it up. Okay. I'm back. I'm glad this is real casual, guys. I'm not normally like hello. It happens. Okay.
Look. Anybody that watches this show knows that. Look, I might get up in the middle of everything because it's just casual. We having fun. Live, the Dee Dee Walker live show. But what I would like you guys to do, I would like you guys to take the time and to subscribe to my channel. I would really love for you guys to do that. And it's called the Dee Dee Walker live show. We are on YouTube and soon we'll be on Patreon. And we'll tell you a little bit about that on later. We're not going to talk about that now. I want to get into Miss Harriet Burnette. And what I was saying before, the thing that I appreciate about Miss Burnette, the thing that I appreciate about you is that you are always on your grind doing something. And you are a very humble woman because there was a couple projects that I wanted you to be part of. And you were like, if I could fit it in my schedule. So that's the one thing that I could appreciate you, that you are always like, you not only do you do a lot, you give a lot too. And I can appreciate that about you. So you are a singer. You are an actor. You do it, and you do modeling too. So I want to touch all of that. I really do. I really do. Um, I want you guys, I believe that I got some links to your IMDb. I want you guys to check out her IMDb. You can see everything that she's in, but we're going to go ahead and have that conversation. I want to start with you singing.
Okay.
When did you start singing? And what type of music?
I've been singing all my life, guys. And I come from a mother who is an awesome singer as well. And like I said, as long as I can remember walking, I've been singing. Until I got a little older, where I started doing a little, background singing for, I did Reggie C. If anybody know Reggie Carter, a jazz guy, I did some backup for him. But mostly independent, I solo, do a lot of stuff like that. Churches, of course, church was the root of my singing, and still is. I love singing gospel. I do a little R&B, a little jazz. I like jazz. So yeah, I've been, my age and know how long I've been singing. Like I said, I've been singing pretty much all my life. And
So
I don't have I'm not gonna tell you if you don't ask. I don't have a problem telling you my age, but you don't ask, I ain't telling. But anyway, it's been a while.
What, 23?
Oh, that's so beautiful. Yes. I'll take that 23. You might want to add a couple more tens up there. So, yeah. I guess as we get into it, you'll find that out, because Once if we get into talking about my kids, you're added up. I see your head started. You'll start calculating stuff in your head. We get them moving on that. So yeah, but singing is, one of the movies we'll talk about later. If you look at it, you'll see me singing in there as well. So I coordinate, kind of incorporate both in, acting and singing together.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I was going to say, do you kind of bring your singing life over to everything that you do? Like, for instance, acting. Like, could you tell us? You put it up a little bit, so can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, the first movie that I was in, which is Provision, that was done in 2017. I was acting in the movie, and I also had a singing part in the movie as well, in one of the church scenes. And that's a Shawnee Film Productions out of Clayton, North Carolina. Shawnee Hardy is the writer, producer, director. I was production manager on that set and wardrobe supervisor as well. But I don't know how the singing got in there, but it got in there somehow or another. And also the second movie that I'm starring in, My Three Boys, I'm also singing in that as well. So yeah, I somehow or another this singing sneaks in there because that was my first love anyway. So
Is your singing? Is your singing? Oh
yes.
my goodness! Now, I you don't have to. You don't have to. But and if you can say no, and then they can look you up what you're singing. But could you sing a little something for us? I should have asked you before all of this.
I know, right? They always say, my mother always tell me be also ready. So
Okay.
and like I said, I love gospel. So and if my mom is looking, she's been waiting on tonight, so she's looking. She love this song.
Oh, it's gonna make me cry.
Why do my heart feel so lonely? And why do the shadows come? Why do my heart feel so lonely and long for heaven lay home? Well, I got Jesus for my portion, a constant friend is he. Oh, his eye is on the sparrow. And I know, thank God he watches. He watches me. That's enough.
Woo, honey. Ooh, goodness gracious. Listen, I'm going to have to say that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for putting you in a, but I am happy that you said it is beautiful. It is beautiful. For those who are tuning in right now, I'm speaking to the beautiful Harriet Burnette. She is a singer. She's an actor. She's done a lot of stuff. If you look up her IMBd, I saw something that she was in. It's called My Three Boys. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Wow. My Three Boys. Oh my God. It's inspired by a true story written by Shawnee Hardy of Shawnee Film Productions. And the way I got involved in that, Shawnee sent me something and said, read this. The first movie, Provision, like I said, that's how we met. And she said, well, I wrote something else, and I think that you'd be perfect for it. And it's about her cousin. It's from Jamaica, and she had cancer, and she had three boys. And throughout the writing and before even the completion of the movie, she did pass away, and her sister took over her kids. Okay. So this, like I said, the story is based on a true story. Of course, there's some fictional things in there, but it's basically around that. And so Shawnee said, I think this person is you. Okay. So, and I have two boys myself. So I took the role on, and I had an awesome co-star. Huh, Miss Portia is amazing. She played the sister, and I took over raising her kids in the movie. Um, and that's how that got started. The movie was very emotional, doing it, putting it together because it hit home on a lot of different levels for me, and for a lot of the cast. It was a lot of serious crying, and so even when I think about it now, I get kind of goosebumps. But the
Wow.
movie is amazing, and if you guys would like to see it, it is on Amazon Prime right now. You can go to Amazon Prime and see it. So, and it was inspired to encourage someone and to maybe touch some lives. And from the reviews we've been getting and stuff, it is done what it's supposed to do. So,
Oh.
what's my voice?
Ooh, look, I'm definitely gonna look it up. What I would like you to do is after this interview, send me the link and then I'll link it to this interview here.
Absolutely.
But you guys can check out the link, her IMD page, where you can go to it and it'll take you there as well. Um Mark of the Butterfly. What was
Wow.
that about?
I actually, Mark of a Butterfly, gentleman out of Charleston, South Carolina. I got casted for that movie. Is not out yet. It was written about lupus. The lead actress had lupus,
Mm-hmm.
and she's very professional young lady. I got a chance to meet her. I don't know the all and all about the movie itself, other than it's gonna be, once it comes out, guys. It's gonna be amazing. My part in the movie, I got to play the governor.
Ooh, the governor.
Yeah, I was the governor. Yes. So, and this awesome movie that, like I said, like she said before, if you go to my IMDb page, you'll be able to pull it up, and it'll tell you list a little bit about it as well. I'm not sure if the trailer is actually on YouTube or not. You can check that out and see. But I really enjoyed doing that. Like I said, it was in Charleston, South Carolina. We filmed that about a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
So that's what it's about. I like doing movies that mean something, that kind of resonate with my spirit and my heart, and touches on a lot of life things, like cancer, lupus, homelessness, things like that we need to talk about and get out there. So that was that Mark of a Butterfly was about.
Oh, it sounds amazing, guys. Go ahead, check out Mark a Butterfly. And it's interesting that you said that you like to do a lot of movies that kind of, touches your heart, makes you think and everything else like that. I am familiar with A Polished Soul because I happen to know Mark Anderson. Could you tell me
Right.
a bit about that?
Wow. I can tell you all I can, about as much as I can, other than the fact that Mike is amazing,
Oh, yeah.
and I've been knowing him for quite some time. I play his girlfriend's mother in the movie, and um, I think that the premiere will be coming up um, sometime this year, later on this year, because of COVID and all of that. But it's his life story, pretty much, from beginning to to now, and it's a very touching, very real um, book and movie, because I got the book first, and get the book too, guys. And I got the book first, and then he called me one day and he said, I'd like you to be a part of the movie. And it was funny because I started out just being a person sitting in the courtroom, and it went from the courtroom to, okay, no, I'm gonna need you to play this part. So yeah, so that's how life goes, but it's based on his life story. So guys, if you can, go and order the book on Amazon as well, and look for, I think the trailer is also, you can look at the trailer on YouTube, but the movies will premiere sometime later on this spring. So I don't know the exact date. Mike will be putting it out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I definitely want you guys to check that out. It's a polished soul. He actually has a book out called a polished soul too that you guys can check out. I don't know where it's at, but I'm sure that if you Google it, it'll tell you where you can get your book and all that other good stuff. And his name is Mike Anderson, and he's an awesome guy. I've actually had an opportunity to interview him back when I was on Coffee Time, which was a great interview as well. So you've been in movies, of course. We've heard that beautiful voice of yours, and you've been in TV shows and stage plays. And wow, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Wow. Well, actually, my acting started with a TV show. Yeah, back in 2013, 2014 time frame. I was asked to come and do a friend of mine that knows me was telling me about this TV show that was coming up and asked me would I come and do an audition. And I'm like, I don't know about no acting really, you know what I'm saying? So he said, no, I want you to come in and audition. So I did, and I got the part that was Sisters, the 40s Club. And that's how I met Shawnee from Provision and my three boys. We both was in that, and she called me. Sisters was about six friends, and they called themselves sisters that had different things going on in their lives, and they were there for each other. You know, that like sister girl type thing, that type of movie. And there was different episodes that goes with that. I again play a part that I normally play, which is a mother type, good friend type part. So I was one of the sisters' mom in that movie as well. You know, tough, don't take no mess, that type of person. So, which is my life still. So,
Were you like that in real life with your kids and stuff like that? Are you that type of mother like, no, it's okay, but sit your behind here.
Dad, yeah, you better sit it down. You know, being a single mom, you know, I couldn't play that. No, baby, no, no, they don't hear that. No, that, psst, psst, hey, and I got boys too, so you know, I can play that. Quiet, go sit in the corner, Johnny, go over there. No, Johnny, come here. Go sit in.
My aunt, she was a singer, and we'll go back to. I just have to say this. She was a singer, and she would get mad. She would start singing to us. You better sit down before I beat. Like, did you do that?
They might have thought I was singing girlfriend by Johnny. Ooh, they might have thought I was singing, but no. And it got to the point where the yelling stopped, and then you get that look.
The look. That's when you get scared.
Okay, you didn't hear me, right? You didn't hear me. Okay.
Okay, you know what love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. So you're doing it all. You're new.
And like I said, I've also done stage plays with JoJo Garner out of Greensboro.
I was sure about that.
Enjoyed doing that. Them church mamas, you know, I was Mother Benji, you know, enjoyed doing that. Also with JoJo, I did monologues. I was Eartha Kitt. I was Josephine Baker. Yeah. So, yeah, I played those. I love those two ladies. Matter of fact, I looked at the Josephine Baker story last night, just sitting in on my chair looking at that. So I did, you know, and stage plays with Angelic Production. We did I Too Survive, which is based off of breast cancer. And I did another play. I done several plays. I did Not My Brother's Keeper with Tracy, you know. So and a lot of the end of the people that you've interviewed was in some of those projects with me, or we were there together. So as I met Ron and Brett, and Take a Stand, I was in with Brett, and it's just
Okay.
that's
Yeah. Oh my God, you are amazing. You are amazing. And I definitely would love for you to give me those links so I can put it to this video so
Absolutely, girlfriend. I
we're
will.
not watching live can go back and look at all the work that you've been in, which doesn't stop there. Girlfriend, as beautiful as you are, you have done modeling. So tell us about that as well.
Wow. Modeling was like my second love. Okay. Singing was the first one, and I kind of fell into modeling due to the singing, and I'll connect the two for you in a second. When I
Okay.
was in the when I was in the 12th grade in high school, I was asked to be in a fashion show as entertainment to sing, and I did that. During that time though, they needed an extra model, and they asked me if I'd fill in that night. So, of course, I said yes, and then I joined the group out of Tarboro, North Carolina,
Hmm.
and it spilled on. I was on my way to college at the time, so it spilled over into that. I went to Winston-Salem State as a music major there, and I left. I did not finish my education there, but I moved on, moved up north, and I graduated Secretary of School in D.C. In 1985. I started my own modeling group called Del Carlos Productions Model, which is a combination of my mother's name and my brother's name is where the Del Carlos come from. And it's still in effect now. I just have not been doing a lot with it lately, but like I said, I brought it from north back down south, and I've done several shows here in the North Carolina area with that. And we've been in competitions and stuff too. So that's where the modeling started. And then after the acting started, kind of put that
Everything
on
just
the ground. I put that back for a minute, and then all of a sudden, I met some people, and then now the modeling's picked back up again. So it's like I'm back in this all of that now. So it's
it's amazing. Now I know that you got some magazines there. Can you show us like some magazine?
okay. My True Self magazine.
Describing. You're beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, this is True Self magazine, guys.
Oh,
And the beautiful Miriam is the editor in chief of this, and this is my cover that she put in. And the
beautiful.
object of the book is "Sexy Has No Size." Okay, so I was featured in that magazine.
I like that. I like
Sexy has
sexy.
no size, girlfriend, and she has a competition going on right now. Y'all might want to go in there and check it out because there's a money giveaway. We'll tell you
Oh
about that.
my
So, and then I
God.
have Boss Mode. Boss Mode is editor in chief is Miss Jane Johnson out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and this is her August edition. And wow, I was featured in her April edition,
Oh,
and this one is basically because Miss Jane also casted me to be in her movie, which because of COVID we had to kind of cool it down for a minute. But the name of the movie is um, The Hood Got Talent.
honey.
Look for it. It's still going to come, but it had to be on, on the hold for a moment. So that
Good.
was that.
Okay.
Hood Got Talent, girl. And
Oh, got
I was
okay.
featured in her magazine for, I think this is the January of this year magazine for the look
I,
of fashion. You got to see
oh,
it.
y'all
Also, Miss
see?
Jane Johnson.
My God.
So I'm excited about that. And she has a talented young daughter as well. This woman is amazing. She also has her own, this teenager has her own magazine called Beast Made. And she is blowing up right now. Matter of fact, they featured me in that December edition of that. So I'm just, honored to be a part of it. And you'll hear about Jane Johnson and myself doing some other projects later on. But I'm just overwhelmed. And I work with a lady by the name of Sieta Cromo out of Raleigh. She's a style consultant. And man, the modeling thing has just been in the last couple of years has blown up. She was the franchise owner for Miss Fashion Global, which I went to Florida back in November, and I placed top 5 in my category over 100 models down there. So that was exciting. The experience was amazing. I met some amazing people, some amazing models from all over the world. So, and we're still friends today. So the experience was awesome. I brought a crown back to Fayetteville for them, for myself, and for North Carolina.
Wow.
What I do is for my people, not so much as for me. I like to. It was a goal. It was a challenge for me, but it was a show. It was to show other people that I can do it at my young age. Yeah. Then you can do it too. So that's
You
what I
know,
do. Yeah.
no, I was going to say what I forgot to add to your title was humanitarian. Because you are, because I love everything that you're doing, everything that you've mentioned so far, which I'm sure everybody that's listening right now can just like, yeah, you have done it for your community, you know, and because of that, you're shining. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So continue. Go ahead. Talk.
No, I'm just basically, it's like I said, my men are grown, and they're 31 and 25, and I've been in my same job for over 26 years now, and looking to retire very soon. Now we'll get into that some other time, but yeah, real soon I'm retiring. But my thing is I have 4 granddaughters, and I have to try to set the example for them, uh, and try to leave something back for them and let them know that they can be whatever they want to be as well, and be a lady in doing that, carry themselves as upstanding young ladies as they travel to wherever their journey takes them in the future. So that's my goal now, is to be that learning stepping stone for them to lead back here for them. So
Awesome. And you speak about your grandbabies in another title. You wait for it, guys. Her story doesn't end, and it doesn't end with this interview either. You are doing so much, and I'm sure when you come back, because I would love for you to come back, you would have so much more to tell me. But we got to throw out the fact that you're featured in a book, and I'm hoping I'm saying this right. It's an animated book, and it's called Look Up. So, yes, honey.
yeah.
That isn't it? Look at that. I mean, hook up. You
Yeah.
got look up. I'm sorry, say hook up.
Look, look,
Look
look,
up.
look. Oh yeah. Y'all want to see me? Y'all want to see me?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh,
I was gonna say this right here, this book right here. My dear friend, my sister friend, and Delzora Barnett. We've been friends since my kids were kids, like years, and to hear her story, guys. To hear her story. This is her 3rd book out. This is the only animated book she has, but she has several books out. And I am so inspired by her and the strength and the way she lives her life through God. When she told me about this book and what she wanted to do, there are 10 other women in this book that are, and it's a mentoring type book. We all have kids, and when you ask them who is their mentor, who do they look up to, a lot of them say like, if it's basketball, of course, it's LeBron's or it's Dr. J, whoever, you know what I mean, and or dancers or singers like Beyonce or something like that. But we have mentors right in your community, right in your backyard that you don't even know, and they have stories you have no way, you don't even know the beginning of it. So she wrote this book and asked several women from different aspects of life to tell about themselves and to give a little knowledge of where they got their start from and all that. And then she put it in the book. So when someone goes and buy it, they can sit back and say, well, dang, I knew that person, and they, oh wow, I want to, I could be like that. I could be a doctor, I could be a lawyer, I could be an actress, I could be, so that was her whole meaning behind that. And I was honored that she asked me to be a part of that book. And so that's how Look Up got started.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. You are an amazing lady. And I I I I know I'm not touching everything that you do, but one of the things that I do want to point out, because I do follow you on social media and I follow you on Facebook, and you are very health conscious. You're always out there walking, and you are all about your family. Can you give us a little insight of that?
Wow. I've always been family oriented. Always, always, always. I love hard. I do. My immediate family, which is my boys, my grands, my mom, my brothers. I give my life for them. They know that. God help me, I fight for them. you know, uh, I will
So
get you down about my family. Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah. And if you put anything out there that ain't right, I'm gonna come at you about it. But anyway, I love my family, and I was brought up in a single parent home, but it didn't seem like it to me because the love was there. You know what I mean? It's like, you have a lot of kids that come up in a single parent home, and the father's not there, and you know it bothers them or it affects them in some way. I don't feel like it affected me. I mean, and for one, even though my father wasn't there, my mother never talked bad about him at all. Never. That's why I get up, I kind of get upset when I see the bashing going on, because I never did that with mine either. Even though I was a single parent, both mine, I never did that. And my mother wouldn't allow me to badmouth my father or say anything about him at all. She said, "Your dad, respect that." Okay, cool. So
yeah.
it to be, I think that what made me stronger to see my grandmother, and my grandmother comes from the field and all that tobacco, cotton, all that. I'm not ashamed to say it. That's what made me who I am today, coming from that background. And I touched a little bit on it myself. Okay, I'm a country girl. All right, people, I don't have a problem saying that. I do not. I promise you, I look all prim and proper now. Yeah, but okay, but I've been, some people say you ain't do much. Yeah, well, I didn't do a whole lot, but I was there. Okay, so, and I saw what it did for her and my mom and them. So it made me appreciate life a lot more. So my work ethic is a whole lot different, and I'm proud of it. I'm honored that I was able to be a part of that era, to see that. And I try to instill that in my kids' minds. So, where you got to start from somewhere to get to where you need to go. Okay. So I wasn't always on a job for 26 years. I jumped from here to there, jobs here and there. But when I had my kids, okay, it's like, okay, child, look, you can't be going all over the, the universe doing things. You know what I'm saying? you got some kids, and whether daddy's there or not, you got to work. You got to make that living. You got to, do that. So I did that, and praise God, like I said, I've been on my job. They've grown up on my job because they were pretty much babies when I started. And they're grown now, and I can retire and sit back and watch my grandbabies. So I'm loving that. So.
And you got a beautiful family. I see you out there. I see you out there exercising. I love it. What you're talking. I love that.
I enjoy my walking. I started walking. Wow. I started walking, me and my buddy at my job a few years ago. And we were just doing it just for fun. Just, I have a 15-minute break in the morning, so I do my walking. And then she left, got another job somewhere. So then I said, okay, I can either stop walking, I can walk by myself. So I said, okay, there's no one with me. So, okay, I got to keep my phone just in case I can see from front on each spot in case somebody come up on me. I can see them. So I started walking. You know what I'm saying? So I just started talking, and whatever I feel at that moment, whatever God's given me to say, or if I'm feeling some kind of way about certain things, I'll speak about it. But my main it started at just being something for me, and I stopped. I remember I stopped at one time, and then people was inboxing me, going, "Where you at? We look to hear you in the morning, and you give us, okay, I didn't know that." So I'm like, okay, so now, okay, so let me get up here and, but always start, if you listen to me, I always start with, I love you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about that but deal with it, because it's not going to change, because that's the way I am.
Oh, I love it.
So,
I love
yeah.
it. And I love your morning walks is motivation for me. And so I love it. I love to watch you. I love everything about you. And
Thank
um
you.
and I know that you're a very busy woman. So before you go, um and I love to ask this question. It's a very simple, it's a very basic question, but I think it's a very important question.
Okay.
What advice could you give another single mother who is out there just trying to get into herself, be about herself, and do the things that you're doing, and they just feel like it's just hard for them? What
Wow.
advice could you personally give to them?
I can only tell you what I did. It didn't come overnight, guys. I've always had a mindset that I could do or be whatever I want, because that was what I was, my mother and my grandmother, that's what they drilled in my head. But as a parent, of course, when I had kids, I was all over the place. I was, okay, where you at now? I'm in New York. Where you at now? I'm in DC. Where you in Florida? But after I had kids, I said, okay, now I got to sit down. I got to work. I got to, make sure they got a place to live in, a place to lay their head. But then you have to balance yourself out as well, because you have to have a life of yourself, because you can't truly give 100% of yourself to your kids if you're not happy within yourself, because they're gonna feel that. They're gonna feel that, and you can't be concerned with, okay, the father's not there. Okay, okay, so he's not there. You can't control that. You
Right.
can't control grown people. You got to get that, first of all, get that in your head. You cannot control them. All right. You have to realize what you got to do as a mother. You had care of that child for 9 months. You've birthed that child now. The child needs you for nurturance. They need you for guidance. They need you if they get sick. They need you. They need you. You're gonna be there always. Whether the father's there or not, that's another story. You can bash them all day, but it's not gonna help the situation at all.
No,
So
not.
my advice to you is, first of all, love yourself, love that
Mhm.
person. Okay. And then do what you got to do for your family, but
Mhm.
find that balance for you to do what
Mhm.
you love and what you want to do. And like I said, acting, modeling, and I've been doing that before my kids, and a little bit during, but I had to take a step back for a minute when they was growing up, because it was basketball, baseball, foot, whatever they had to do. But um, always try to find that balance. But you got to listen to what God say. Definitely got to
Mhm.
listen to what God say. When I tell you I've done some praying, people, when
It's okay,
I,
huh?
I need you to get that. You got to pray, people, because being a single parent ain't no joke, man. It's not, but it's doable.
Mhm.
It is definitely doable, but you have to, like I said, love God, love yourself, and figure out, what prioritize, but
Mhm.
figure out a way to get in there and do some things that you love to do. So now I feel pretty grounded. I got my boys, they're grown, and I love them. I spend time with them. I got my grandbabies over here. I spend time with them when I can, when I'm not on the road or doing things. And I still have time to do what I love to do, which is my singing, my acting, my modeling, and it comes together. Okay,
Wow.
with that glue. And if you need um, someone to talk to, or you need a guidance or someone to encourage you, I'm always available, guys. I'm an open book. Dee can tell you that. I mean, I'm always on social media. You can hit me up on inbox me or something and say, I just need to talk. Whatever. I'm there. I'll take the time out. That's just how I am. We all supposed to help build each other up
Mhm.
instead of tearing each other down. We do too much tearing down. I can't take the tearing down. I'm not doing that. Not doing it. Listen to me real close. I'm not doing that. So, so, so if you're calling me to talk about somebody and say this and that, I'm not listening to that. I promise you. So
I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time
nah,
for that.
you got
I love
time.
it. So how can, well, before we go into how can people find you, you got some awesome people on this feed right here, and they're saying things like they're proud of you.
Mhm.
Shout out to Yolanda, she did, a subscription. Thank you, sis. And
Yolanda,
there's great things about you. See, do you want to go ahead and shout them out?
I
Look,
can't see them.
links
Okay.
is
Hi, Kelly. Oh, hi, Kelly, honey. You know I love you, girlfriend. Yes, indeed, I love you, girlfriend. That's my girl. We're friends, and we're church. She's my family, my church as well. So love you, girlfriend. And you did subscribe good. She said she subscribed. Good girl. Good girl.
thank you, Kelly. I love you, honey. And Yolanda said, she also said, she said hello, and she had some words of encouragement. I'm trying to find it, what she put up here. She said, you're an awesome grandmother. You
Oh,
are. You are. You are an awesome grandmother.
thank you.
And she subscribed to, oh, I love you guys. Y'all gonna make me cry. I'm trying not to cry. I'm a crier, honey. I'll start crying in a second. There was this one interview I had to say, I'll be right back. And he's like, it's gonna be all right.
I see
Um, Angie White said you have a beautiful voice,
that.
and she
Thank
said hello,
you.
beautiful voice. So just want to shout it out. So thank you guys for tuning in. Harriet, tell folks how they can reach you. Your social media handle.
Well, if you want to reach me on Facebook, of course, it's Harriet Burnette. And if you are not sure who Harriet Burnette is, you'll always see me by myself or me and my boys or me and my girls. So that'll be my profile picture all the time. It'll be family with me. And my Instagram is HB the number 4 real. And for Twitter, it's HBurnette 54. And soon, guys, hold on to your hat. Soon, my website will be up. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
Yes,
So,
yes. Can't
yay,
wait.
yay, I'm excited.
Well, Harriet, I want to thank you so much for going live with me. You are a beautiful lady. I I cannot wait for you to come back. So I'm personally asking you to come back and tell us some more about yourself and everything that you're about to do in the future. Because I know you're about to do some big stuff.
Well,
I'm so
I have one more quick thing I need to say, guys. Just one more quick thing.
yeah, yeah.
And I forgot to tell you about it. I'm also gonna have my first director's debut coming up for my first movie
Oh my
called,
gosh.
called
Oh,
Life Cycles will be coming out later on this year. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. We're in the process now of getting everything together so we can start filming. But like I said, God got to throw stuff at me, and I don't know how to say no to Him. And all I say to Him is, God, I don't know, but I'm gonna try it and see what happens. So I'm excited about that, guys. And thank you, Dr. Myers, for instilling that into me and giving me that opportunity. So I hope I do you proud. Thank you.
oh, I know you will. I know you will. Again, thank you so much for going live. Hey, look, I don't want. Look, I was gonna say, you know what? After we come off here, I'll do the screenshot and we'll do like a pose or something. I wanted to do it now, but I'm afraid if I do that, I'll cut the. I don't want to mess it up. But thank you everybody for tuning in right now. We're here with the beautiful Harriet Burnette. She's out there doing some wonderful things. Thank you. I love you, sis. Thank you.
Love you too, baby girl. Bye bye.